4 things trigger here. The first one is a land, and then we get the 4 exiles. And then a draw, of course. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we're taking a step away from our Ikoria limited guides for beginners. We've totally wrapped up that series, you guys. We have an 11-part guide that goes into a deep dive of the limited archetypes and strategy within Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. We have cheat sheets available as well, so you guys have no excuse from trying to, at the very least, improve your limited skills. Today, we're playing a free-to-play deck, which is what the channel is supposed to be based around. However, we've been very busy recently. We have a lot of new free-to-play decks we want to get to. This is one of the newest that is like almost 100% new cards, which is really cool. It's Simic Mutate. This deck holds within it an incredible amount of value. And if you've checked out any of my other free-to-play deck guides, which can be found in our beginner handbook, link in the description below, you'll know that that's one of the better ways for a beginner or a free-to-play individual to win some good old-fashioned Magic matches is by just strictly outvaluing your opponent. Go wider, draw more cards, and just have more baddies than him. Honestly, field wipes are going to slow you down here, but who don't they slow down other than fellow control decks? So it's about refilling your hand, you guys. You want to keep drawing those cards, have a full hand. So if he does wipe your field, you've got a little bit of backup. So I know I've already gone into it too far. We do want to take a look at our deck list first, and then we're going to jump back into the strategy, get into our gameplay footage, and then come full circle with our closing thoughts. This video is brought to you by AetherHub and MTGA Assistant, one of the best Magic the Gathering arena trackers to date. You can check it out within the link in the description below. I really recommend it. Our deck list starts off with 4 copies of Arboreal Grazer, a 0/3 with reach for 1. When Arboreal Grazer enters the battlefield, you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield tapped. We have 4 copies of Baby Godzilla Ruin Reborn, also known as Polywog Symbiote, for 2. It's a 1/3. Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has Mutate. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has Mutate, draw a card and then discard a card. We have 4 copies of Paradise Druid, a 1/2 that has hexproof as long as it's untapped, and you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. For our 3 copies, we only have Trumpeting Gnarr. This is one of the tanks of the deck. It's a 3/3 with Mutate for 5. Whenever this creature mutates, create a 3/3 green beast creature token. Moving on to our 4 drops, we have Incongruity, which is exile target creature. That creature's controller creates a 3/3 green frog lizard creature token. So this is situational. You're only really using this if he has something that directly affects you in a negative way. Otherwise, you're just using Incubation, which is a 1-cost spell. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them, put it into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. We have Migratory Greathorn for 4. It's a 3/4 with a mutate cost of only 3, so 1 less. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. We have 4 copies of Parcel Beast. This is a 2/4 with a mutate cost of 2. We can pay 1 plus tap it. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it into the battlefield. If you don't put it into the battlefield, put it into your hand. So this is a Growth Spiral on a stick, right? It's reusable for 1, which is like absolutely incredible. Dreamtail Heron, Blue's best common card, a 3/4 with flying for 5. Mutate cost is 4. Whenever this creature card or this creature mutates, draw a card. Auspicious Starrix for 5, mutate for 6. It's a 6/6. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Put those permanents onto the battlefield. These spells are accompanied by 9 islands, 12 forests, and 4 Thornwood Falls. Obviously, if you have collected any rare lands, be sure to add those to the deck, as it's going to make it that much more efficient and consistent. Let's take a look and talk about today's deck's strategy. So, free-to-play Simic Mutate is powerful, you guys. It's reminiscent of the Selesnya enchantment deck that we showcased at the beginning of last set. You'll remember there, we really wanted to bank on Paradise Druid's hexproof as long as she's untapped. This is really nice. This can protect our mutate creatures because mutate holds negative value, much like aura cards do, because you're putting 2-3 cards on a single target, and they can use 1 card to remove 3 cards. So that's what I call negative value. However, Paradise Druid has hexproof, so you can't remove it. So it makes a great target for our Trumpeting Gnarr to mutate onto, right? It makes a great target for our Auspicious Starrix to mutate onto, and it makes a great target for our Dreamtail Heron to mutate onto, right? Because these are all very high value cards of ours that give us incredible value that we don't want our opponent to remove. So by putting them onto our Paradise Druid, we make him have to use a field wipe, which is destroy all, some sort of non-target removal. With that being said, Arboreal Grazer is just ramp, Paradise Druid is just ramp, or the mutate buff target. Baby Godzilla is what I call reverse ramp. Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has mutate. So that's just making things cheaper, not giving you more mana, but it's basically the same thing. And whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. This is really important because it allows us to cycle through our land into more mutate cards, which will in turn allow us to draw more off of our other synergies. Trumpeting Gnarr makes the 3/3 tokens, which is incredibly powerful. That's going to help us go wide, right? Go wide, smash our opponent. So that's awesome. Incubation basically is digging for a Trumpeting Gnarr, on Auspicious Starrix, Dreamtail Heron, Parcel Beast if you need something really cool that's going to accelerate your game plan based on what you're missing. Migratory Greathorn, this is kind of filler for me. I do like it though because it's going to start to allow you to ramp. So play this sooner than later, right? Honestly, it's going to help you ramp, which thins your deck of land, which means when you're drawing other cards, the chance of them being non-land is higher. And then once it's on the field, you only really want to play one of them. Just get it out of the way. Or I think that's my go-to, is just get Migratory Greathorn out of the way. Play it first, miss out on your flying, miss out on your draw, but you do get to ramp, and then afterwards you can mutate, and then you're going to continue to ramp every time you mutate, right? Or else you're just kind of putting him off every single turn because he's not high enough value comparatively. So get him out of the way, do him first. Parcel Beast, mutate for 2. This is great. Just as triggering the mutate, right? On our Auspicious Starrix, for example. We talked about this being a growth spiral on a stick. That's incredible if you don't need the 2/4 blocker. It's so good to be able to draw from your deck and ramp if that's an option. Playing multiple lands per turn. Oh, that'll get you. Dreamtail Heron, blue's best card. It's a draw engine, so we want to mutate this onto something and to just start drawing off it. Auspicious Starrix is even better, you guys. The fun about this is if we have a Paradise Druid that's been mutated 3 times and then we put our Starrix on it, it's going to count all of the mutates and trigger for the 3 or 4 times immediately off the start, rather than just its first. So if you put this on a creature that's already mutated, that's awesome. If you can just play it originally, that's still pretty good. And then you can start mutating onto that. That's the basic strategy, you guys. There's no removal here whatsoever. Well, I guess we do have incongruity, but our main goal is just to outvalue our opponents. That's all we got. That's all we're doing. Shout out to this deck's creator. I don't have the name off the top of my head right now, but we're going to have it in the description below because I seen he does also run a YouTube channel. So I wanted to help him grow his channel as well. So big shout out to him. Sorry I don't know your name, but the link or the shout out is in the description below. With that being said, you guys, I myself personally have been creating YouTube content for almost over a year now. Our 1-year anniversary is in 2 days. So we're going to try to plan some special activities there. We've done over 400 uploads in 365 days. And we've gone live on Twitch for 160 days consecutively as well. So big things happening. I'm really looking forward to playing Magic with you guys for the rest of the year. Be sure to follow us there. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Hit that bell icon so you're notified of our future uploads. Join our Discord. We've got a community of, I guess, over 700 people. It is really growing. Of all skill sets. So if you ever have any questions or are just looking to talk Magic or maybe find someone to play a couple of matches with, test some decks, that's a great place to do it. Link in the description there as well. Thank you guys all for watching. Now let's get into today's gameplay footage. I don't care for the hand. Grazers are pretty cool if we could get them going right away, but it's going to be slow. So I'm not too into it. Do we get burned for the mulligan? Oh, we just pressed keep on accident. Shit. Well, good luck. Let's see how we make out. Not good, apparently. Luris of the Dream Den is actually pretty insane, you guys. That was the video I did yesterday. We had pretty unique luck yesterday playing as well, though, so less than ideal there. Grazer into our Thornwood Falls, which is great, into our island. A little bit of wrap, but unless we draw a land next turn, we're basically just stalling out, right? So that's not good. It's for 2. We block, that's fine. I mean, he just tapped his gutter bones for the fun of it, I guess. Right? Sure. Playing his Luris off that? No. Call of the Death Dweller brings them both back. Ay caramba. So we hit 4. If we play our Parcel Beast, he's going to do the exact same thing. So this is a very sad day for us. Let's play our Grazer. And then I guess we mutate onto the Grazer. I don't know. This is supposed to be a trigger on a different form of mutate. I think let's pass and turn and just try to play it next turn as a separate creature. This match is looking grim, though, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get some value going here somehow, some way. I'm blaming it on the mulligan mishap off the start. We just finished creating all of our Ikoria limited guides, so as far as energy level goes, it's a little bit lower than I'd like, but we're still doing our best, right? Dun, dun, dun. Do we play the big baddie first, or do, like, oof, which way is best? I think the flyer's really nice, and hopefully it sits there for a turn. Or we mutate our Grazer, put it on top. Actually, that's really bad. We should not have done that. Can we back out at this point? Zed. No. We'll give it flying, I guess. We get the draw, which is good because it's going to get removed immediately here by a Priest of the Forgotten Gods. If he so chose to do. Which he can, he doesn't, which is awesome. Right? He could have definitely done an instant speed sack there with her. So I actually don't mind that. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm sure he'll get us this turn somehow, some way. Right? He wants to attack first. Couple misplays, let's be honest, right? Playing perfect isn't always an option, right? But you know what is an option, you guys? Always learning. And we've learned that we need to be better at this game. Oh, God. Yeah, a little misplay there. We stacked our creatures playing into his priest, and he gets to just do the old big whoopsie on us. So you live and learn, and that's the takeaway from this match: is can't always be perfect, but you can always learn. I don't know, you guys. This hand is pretty risky biscuits, but I almost can't say no to this Dreamtail Heron. So good. That's easily Blue's best common card within the new sets. Could have played our island first, pretended that we had some sort of shenanigans, but what's the point? This is annoying for me quite a bit. We're going to get it dealt with later. Playing our Trumpeting Gnarr with 3 next turn with our Thornwood Falls, and then we can go and start mutating our Trumpeting Gnarr with our Herons. Giving it flying, making those 3/3 tokens, right? Hopefully, yeah, no more happy little mistakes here. Right? I think we've done our learning today. We're looking to now have a little bit of fun with it, right? So the land comes in, tap, gain a life. yeah, just Trumpeting Gnarr comes out in general. I don't know why it gives you the option to mutate it when you don't have the required mana. It costs 5. We only had 4 available, and actually only 3 because the falls was tapped. So we're going to see the Gnar removed here, I'm sure. Is this a little baby Trumpeting Gnarr, you guys? He's got the same horns. Look at this guy. That might be a Trumpeting Gnarr. We pull a land. That's like incredible, right? Yeah. Let's get at it. What's really cool about this deck as well is we could, if we're scared of removal, we could always just put it onto our Paradise Druid. And it's similar to the Selesnya enchantments. As long as he doesn't hit us with a field wipe or a sacrifice effect, the Hexproof would save it. Oh! That's a big oops on our end. We did not mean to attack with that Paradise Druid. That's a happy little mistake, boys. Oh no. Oops, oops, oops. That is a happy little mistake somehow, I'm sure. So we've learnt to take your finger off the trigger, right? Remove your hand from the weapon, sir. One, two, three, 4 land available. How deep do we want to go down the rabbit hole? I'm guessing pretty deep, right? Let's see where it ends. We're going up in the air. He's tapped. No removal. So, yeah. We got 2 Dreamtail Herons on the field. Give me another card, please. It is an untapped land, which we could play our Incubation, but how important is it to have 6 lands up next turn? I don't think at all. So let's get into it. Messing with his Mayhem Devil might have been a decent option as well. Oh no. I guess the baby Godzilla is not so bad. Get a little bit of damage in here, right? Down to 12. Maybe we can race him. I'm going to try to play another Trumpeting Gnarr. Ooh. Secondary Devil is good. It's nice that we deal so much damage and have so much defense, right? The 2 Devils, though, is less than ideal. Let's get our little dude in there, right? And he makes things cheaper, which is great. So we still have 4 available. Let's keep the draw going. I know we should be going wide, but we get to draw and then we get to discard this Thornwood Falls. We do finally get our Starrix. That's what we've been looking for. Everything we've ever wanted. So we just doubled down on it. We're going to make 2 3/3s, which is really nice. And then again, draw an additional card. And then again, attacking with the big baddies. Taking him down to 6, lethal next turn. And by golly, are we beating a top meta deck with a free-to-play build? Huh? It's looking pretty bad, right? He has to deal with the Herons or he's dead. He also needs to somehow survive the 3/3 tokens that have been made. I doubt he plays Storm's Wrath. That would be about the biggest brain play I've seen all day. Right? In a sack deck, that'd be where sack everything and then use Storm's Wrath. Weird. Claim the Firstborn. Okay, whatever. So, okay. So he's gonna go for it. He wants to kill it and gain some life. I get it, right? He can sack that now as well to finish the kill, right? He gains life throughout this process as well, staying alive. So I feel like we may have spoken too soon. Hopefully we can capitalize off this. Oh, no way. Does he double shock? This guy's got everything. So that's kind of one of the bummers of stacking all your value. Mutate for 6, and he costs 5. So he can't mutate unless it's onto this, which we might just go for. Right? And then we'll put flying on it next turn. Gotcha. We're going over top, making it a 6/6. He needs direct removal here. And we get to look for one permanent, or yeah, it's a land. Just the first card of your hand. So that's actually cool. We could put this onto, and that's how it needs to work. We put it on a creature that's already mutated multiple times. He has to block this way, which means we're guaranteed to remove a Mayhem Devil. I don't know. I'm pretending that that was the right move. He needs to chump block it, right? And then sack it. So declare blockers and then sack it before damage goes through with his Woe Strider because it'll die anyways. That way he gets 2 damage to me. Really? He declares that he doesn't need Woe Strider as a sack engine. He can play it from his grave for the escape cost. Oh no, what have we done? It costs 5, he has 4. Guaranteed there's a land in that hand. And then we're crying home like little ladies. In which case he hits us for 6. And then he can sacrifice his whole field to win. And that's going to be game. Ouch. If he has a land, that's it. Because he then has 3 targets to sacrifice, each dealing 6 damage each. And Chandra will do the same. Oh no. No. So he's hitting us for 8. And then 9, 10, 11, 12. We blew it. That's a good game, you guys. A very close match. She got just, I think, incredibly lucky with this claim Firstborn 2 shocks combo. Ouch. So we know it's over. The game doesn't know it's over yet. We're going to let him get the satisfaction. Or do we take it away? Now the game finally knows. Oh, no. Let's try again, you guys. That wasn't so bad. All right, you guys. I've determined the theme of today's video is just about mindset. It's about playing games, losing, and still coming out on top because you've taken away something from that match and that time that you've invested, right? So look at the plays that happened that you didn't like, right? These are probably closely related to some sort of misplay, and break it down. How could you have done it differently? How could this have changed things, right? Like, So every time there's a choice, you need to look at that choice and kind of reverse engineer how it would have been differently with that. So how would this match have been differently if I played our baby Godzilla over the Druid, right? How does that differ? Obviously, the Paradise Druid is a nice ramp. The baby Godzilla makes things cost less, so it's similar. However, the Godzilla has the cycle ability, but it does not have hexproof. And then it only is great if we cast a creature with Mutate next turn, which could we do? Yes. But again, no hexproof against removal colors. Maybe something we want. Again, we might want to address that further. And is he going to be running any form of removal, right? It's a bummer. So Shadow the Sky is going to be a big time bummer. He's got plenty of cards, which means the chance that he has one to draw right away is unlikely, right? I'm going to continue to try to ramp getting that out. It makes our Trumpeting Gnarr cost cheaper, and then we're using our mana from the Paradise Druid now to mutate. No, we can't do that. Oh, because it costs cheaper, we can. That's amazing. So I never even thought of that. We can now mutate onto our baby Godzilla, and we're going to make him a little bit stronger. Discarding a card. Let's toss our Druid. And then I like going over top of him, right? Making him a little bit stronger. And then we get to put a land onto the battlefield tapped. Please and thank you. We actually probably should have taken an island there. But it is what it is. Happy little mistakes all day. Right? Today's theme is learning from your mistakes. So if you see any mistakes that I don't call myself out on within this video, be sure to put them in the comments below. So we get shattered. It doesn't really matter what we would have done. And again, he's got 68 cards left in deck, so the chances that he has another shatter in the wings is low, right? Oh my god, we can't do it. It's too expensive, ladies and gentlemen. Why can we cast this with Mutate? That does not make sense. Should that not have been the same cost? I don't know. Getting rid of the land. It's been a long day, you guys. We get the draw. That's the important part. That's what I wanted. I just feel like, how did we cost the 4 cast with 3 mana? Oh, this must cost 5. That's it. I see. For some reason, I was thinking Trumpeting Gnarr's Mutate only cost 4. So this is actually really good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available. But, and we've mutated once. I'm going to mutate again here. Right, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Cost 1 less, so that takes away our Starrix actually. Unless we can pull an untapped land and play it. Ouch, 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 ouch. Did we play a land this turn? I can't do it. I don't know if we played a land this turn or not. I forget. We want to go under, obviously. Draw a card here again. I'm sure we've played a land. And by golly, I really want to mutate this because he's got 2 mutates, so we're looking at the top 3 cards because this will be the mutate as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Costs 1 less, which is 5. So we still can't cast it. This uses our blue, which is a bummer, so let's go in and mutate one more time. Makes the 3/3, which is nice. Gets us the draw. We're doing everything we shouldn't. right? We're stacking all of our creatures on one so he can remove them. A big time bummer, right, if he does. But that's kind of how the strategy goes. We want to make sure that we get a big creature that's mutated multiple times and then play our Starrix on it. And then we're just going to unfold a whole field of permanents from our deck. So it's kind of about surviving removal. And I think we might be able to make this deck a little bit better if we incorporate a little bit of counterspell or some form of protection for our big mutate creature. A second Shatter in 5 cards out of 70. That's very good luck. Oh, we can't even do it. Can't we just play him for 5? Oh, I always get the sides mixed up. I think Mutate's on the left, but it's on the right. Yeah, we do have a second if he counters it. It is what it is. It's a big body. Regardless, he needs to deal with it. Next turn, we're giving it flying if he puts out a blocker. We're also going to make a 3/3 and play 2 permanents because we're looking to do some mutations here, you guys, right? He can play this big old thing. When it enters the battlefield, exile a bunch of shenanigans, and then return them to the battlefield. So all he gets is a scry 4, draw 2 cards. Is it worth it? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Euron, Sky Nomad, definitely something that caught my attention, but I'm not 100% sure it's worth it. Could be good with some Agent of Treachery shenanigans though, right? So he's tapped enough, right? Enough for us anyways. We get to draw, and I guess it goes under, right? Just gets flying that way. A land, bummer. Let's. Oh, we can't. That's just as the creature. I guess we'll attack, right? Nice damage, and then we can play our Paradise Druid. And next turn. Why I oughta. Do you think he plays his 3rd Shatter? No way. He's got a time wipe this time, you guys. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we're taking a little bit of damage. Whatever, bro. He's probably stacked with Dream Trawlers as well. Extinction Event. Choose odd or even. Exile each creature with converted mana cost even or odd. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You should be able to say odd all the time, like when your opponent plays a card. Odd. Right? I guess we're playing our Gnarr for 3, and then we have our Heron for 4. Right? Si, senors? Does he have counter magic? What a dirty dog. We could have also played our Starrix and gone in that way. For 5. I wish I did. That makes me sad. So many mistakes, you guys. I am trying my best. There's a lot of options with this deck, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. One of the coolest budget decks you can play. Hits us with a straight up counter. Whatever, bro. I don't even know at this point. Just get it on the field. Whatever. Trying to mutate onto our Trumpeting Gnarr. Oath of Kai is definitely taking that out. God damn it. Alright. Still holding on. Whatever, bro. Let's play a weird little thing called You Have to Use Shatter the Sky. If I put it on top, it keeps hexproof, correct? It better. It does. Ooh, and we get a Huron. That's pretty groovy. You know we're attacking with our boy, right? Coming over, Billy. Thirst for meaning. Good luck. What's he discard? We need to be conservative and aware of Dance of the Manse. Doom Foretold, we're safe as long as he doesn't play Doom and another Oath on our Grazer. Elspeth on our Starrix. Could be worse. Could be worse. Yeah. We shouldn't have attacked with it. We should have just left it with Hexproof. That would have been groovy. And he's going to bounce our Huron or bounce his Elspeth. Interesting. I would have bounced Elspeth and taken damage one more turn. So, we have, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 land available. We need 5. So that does not work. Grazer, become the 6/6. Ah, more land. Bingo, bango, bongo. Ah, down to 2, you guys. We're getting closer. We're learning how to play the deck a little bit better. I can almost guarantee you we've missed 2 points of damage throughout the game.
Let's try this.
Any form of removal, which I'm sure he has, is going to be less than ideal for us. Let's play Druid. Right? Forcing him into needing the field wipe. Giving our Druid flying and 3/4. Right? Drawing a card, please and thank you. So there's just so much value here. And then, by golly, we're gonna mutate. Right, we're going on our Starrix. We're gonna play some more permanents here. We're going underneath, playing an additional land, 2 permanents, and we search our library. Island out. Yeah, land and a Parcel Beast. All attacks. I'm sure he has some form of removal here, or else he would have conceded. So let's see what it is. What does he have in the graveyard for Planeswalkers? Nada. Cycles Shark Typhoon into a 7/7 with flying. Woo! That's straight up OG. Oh no. Our Starrix was our value engine as well. We should not have themed today about learning from our mistakes. We should have themed it how to kill your opponent with a budget deck 100% of the time, because it seems we're forming our own reality here. And yeah, just having these clutch matches where we're missing out just by that much, right? So again, it is what it is. Hide his Fable Passage, or his his Oath of Kaya from him. Probably just taking the counter. He does take the bait, throws the counter. He can't really kill anything with our Oath of Kaya, so that's nice always. He does have his own neutralize available still, so bit of a bummer there. Yeah. So, we've made so many mistakes. Is there a way to win this? No, he's going to counter the heck out of this. Yeah, so let's just activate this ability. It is what it is. Give me a Starrix, bruh. a land. You guys know how much we like those here. We cannot attack. It makes me so sad. There is no Pouncing Shark, I do not believe. Let's take a closer look. Negative on the Pouncing Shark. That would be an ideal card for this situation, though. You're quite correct, Slasher. We're live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST at twitch.tv/HelloGoodGame if you'd like to join the live discussion. Right, so he's bouncing that. He's going to double play. And we have roped ourselves into quite the situation here. This is where Esper thrives. You get it up against the backboard, and then it gains full control, and it just goes from there. So, still learning a little bit about playing this free-to-play deck. This is actually not a bad hand. We treat Incubation as any card that we want, which is pretty cool. Let's go for it now. We could even pull a Paradise Druid to help us ramp. But I really like the idea of a Trumpeting Gnarr, just gaining that value right out of the gate. Go, 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 right? So Paradise Druid would have been an ideal turn 2 play, but you can't win them all. And it actually allows us to play the Thornwood Falls, which we drew, coming in tapped, so there's no negative effect. Think we can hide it from him? Just take it off screen? No, he takes it, so there goes that. What a guy. What a guy. What a guy. No play here. Let's just get our Starrix out. Okay. Takes our Parcel Beast, really. We just draw another. That's great. Let's play it as a creature. Right, 4. Next turn we drop 5. We can tap it to draw, or is he going to bounce us? Dirty dog. So, Trumpeting Gnarr into our Parcel Beast, right? That he bounced, so that's on him. We get an additional 3/3. We're going to go over top because he does have Oath of Kaya most likely, but again, he also is going to be running Shatter the Sky. This is a redemption match. We just played against a Yoran Esper build.
I have a plan.
So, less than ideal. Let's make it work, people. Making a 3/3 here, also putting out our 6/6, which is quite strong. And we get to draw 1 or 2? 2. I think they're... Oh, 1 was a Heron. That's nice. 1 land, 1 Dreamtail. Pretty groovy. We're going to strike to Fairy, and then hit our opponent for 6. Yeah, baby. Oh my god. Hopefully, no back-to-back Shatter the Skies in a deck of over 70 cards. Okay, single Elspeth on our Starrix. Whatever, we're hitting for 9, you guys. Oh my lord. Let's mutate onto our Heron. We're going underneath. Drawing a card, making another 3/3. Ooh-wee. Attacking for 9. Shatter the Sky, or it's game. And then, of course, he's going to need follow-up after that as well, because we still have more creatures. This is the gamble, right? Is there Shatter the Sky? I think this deck could benefit from a few counterspells. So we could avoid Shatter the Sky. We could avoid maybe that Elspeth Conquers Death on our maxed out Mutate creature. So that's something that we're going to look at in future builds of this deck, is how does it fare with and without counter magic incorporated into it. I'm sure he's got something going on, right? It almost 100% needs to be a Shatter the Sky. He just plays his Yoran, and he's going to bounce his Elspeth, take out my Huron, and then he's still getting hit. And that's game, you guys. We get a win! Are we finally learning how to play this deck? Okay, land looks really nice. And again, we have our Trumpeting Gnarr, which is one of the sleepers within the set. We're also ramping. I say let's get right into it and look for our Heron. But again, a secondary Gnarr might just be hecka broken. Probably taking our Parcel Beast though, right? Just so we can start getting the Gnarr firing off quickly. Because the mutate cost is 5. So that's going to be a little expensive unless we can draw land really nicely. Let's toss out Paradise Druid just because she has hexproof. She's going to survive the Bone Crusher Giant that's sitting in his hand, right? So it's at least going to receive some positive value. And Eddie Innkeeper, this is like not good, right? This is very bad. So, yeah, very bad. Let's play our Baby Godzilla and bait him in with our Gnarr, I guess. It is what it is. So both the Baby Godzilla and the Gnarr are pretty high priority removal. We're getting rid of the land here. We've seen that we have a lot of land within the deck, especially if we can start cycling, right? The more you cycle, the less land you'll need because the more chances each cycle you'll have to have the available land, right? We couldn't mutate there. We didn't have 5 mana. We only had 4 available. But again, we are definitely going to mutate right away here. And he's greedy. He's trying to ramp without a Lucky Clover. So that's good. We have 5 mana available next turn, which is still 1 shy of our Starrix. But we're going to go for it. Or do we just go wide? Oh man, what a life we've lived. Cancel. This is a hard one, you guys. Oh, I don't think we can do this, can we? What? How do we have mana for that? I don't know, you guys. I cannot even do basic addition today. We're going over top, obviously, making it a 6/6. And then we get the 3/3. And we look for 2 permanents. They're both lands, I guess. The other was a spell. And we can attack with both. You get the discount from the baby. So the Baby Godzilla acts as a discount on both the mutate and the creature with mutate. So that's really cool. Again, my first day playing this deck. That's why we're having lots of happy mistakes, learning the ins and outs. But hopefully, after we're done, we can do a kick-ass deck tech for you guys and really break down the ins and outs of the deck. He does ramp with 2 lands here. But again, I don't think that's too much worry for us, right? Unless he has a stomp, and then he's going to kill our druid, or just our Baby Godzilla. Brazen Borrower, the double bounce is kind of a bummer as well. In which case he wants to bounce the Starrix. No, it's the double stomp. Yeah, okay, so goodbye, our symbiote, also known as Baby Godzilla. So, land goes in. Parcel Beast mutates on our Starrix. Going under, obviously. That'll be the 3rd mutation cost, I believe. Oh, just second. We do get another Godzilla and another Heron. That's pretty sick. We can also tap it, but I don't want to. I would much rather just smash. Oh my gosh. That's pretty big damage. I guess we may as well hold the Grazer in our hand. It does nothing on the field. And you're getting, finally, you guys, to see some of the power held within this deck when you don't run into Shatter the Sky after Shatter the Sky. So against other value-based decks, this build holds up very well. No apexes. We're not using any rares or any mythic rares. This deck consists completely of commons and uncommons, you guys. This is an artisan build, friendly for beginners and free to play individuals, right? It shouldn't hurt the bank. And it's a lot of fun for one, and it's also very powerful. So this is a great deck for everybody to be playing who's not looking to just sink money into the wild card system, right? Bave wishes to his sideboard, gets to copy it. Out of mana, though. That's the thing, right? I would have maybe tried to do this first, but maybe he just drew it. Who knows? I don't know. Right? He probably just got it with Uro. And he does get Shatter the Sky, but he can't cast it in time. Uh-oh. Somehow he folds in 4 more lands. Wilderness Reclamation. Played for free. So it's kind of a bummer, but that's what it is, right? Obviously, we're taking Incubation, right? And this Dreamtail is what's up. And we're going to mutate the heck out of it. Right, that's going on our Starrix. And we're getting to play plenty of cards here. We're keeping the Greathorn. That's going to mutate again. Going under. Oh my god. Could have actually... It's got flying anyways, actually. Another Starrix. That's absolutely crazy. Playing our Forest and now mutating one more time on our Starrix. This is a perfect demonstration of how powerful this deck is, you guys. We have to auto-discard that, unfortunately. And then, again, just going under. 4 things trigger here. The first one is a land, and then we get the 4 exiles. Oh, and then a draw, of course. So that's some stuff. I don't even want to talk about it, right? We attack with our Paradise Druid as well, because if he chump blocks the Druid to kill it, it means another attacker gets through. So more damage output. We have 3 Starrix on the field, so have fun with that. So much value. Woof. Alright, you guys, we've had pretty good luck with those last 2 matches. I don't want to be greedy, but let's go for another. We lost enough in a row. We should be able to win. Is this... Okay, Lurrus this time. Lurrus Enchantments. I've actually had this recommended, so this could be interesting. And maybe potentially eye-opening for us. Could be the next deck we take a look at if it wrecks us, right? I did want to break away from the new top meta decks, though, and get you guys some brand new free-to-play content. That was really important to me after we finished our limited guide. So this is not the nicest, but it is whatever. Let's just get going. Hopefully we can pull our Starrix and put that on our Paradise Druid again. That worked very nicely and forced him into a Shatter the Sky, which this deck I don't think is gonna have. Oh no. All that glitters is hot. That's a hot hole, baby. Like, I guess that's our only option. I don't know. Do we really need to drop 4 next turn? I don't think. Let's just kill the Field Mystic. Could sacrifice this Elset for it. I don't know. Elset's best to sacrifice for the Hateful Idion, so there's no chump blockers. But just big ouchies over on left side of the field here, you guys. Let's try to just get going, right? Like, let's get that 3/3 out there. And hopefully next turn we can mutate onto it, making it a 3/4. And we'll pretend that things are all good in the hood. Yeah. Big boy damage. Ouch. So this is not working out. We'll have 2 mana available to cast our Paradise Druid. Is that worth it? Yes. Let's mutate on this bad boy. Oh, it comes in tapped. Read the frickin' card, bro. We're gonna put it over top anyways. It is what it is. We get the 3/3, that's important. And I guess the ramp isn't bad, right? It could be worse. No attacks, unfortunately. We also can't do much to block. So that's really unfortunate as well. I think the Arc Pligor is a little expensive for the deck. I think Pouncing Shark could find its way in potentially. Again, I think it's just about outvaluing, right? Which is exactly what our opponent is doing to us, boys and girls. I can't even. I cannot even. We could double block. It gives it protection, killing our guys. Right? And then, ugh. Such sad times we live in. We should be going wide to stop his blockers, but I'm just too darn greedy. I guess this goes wide and draws us a card. Over top, I guess, doesn't matter. We do get to ramp again, which isn't the worst, but it's not helping us in this particular moment. And again, let's double down. Underneath, please. Like to keep our flying. We get another 3/3, is pretty cool. Another land comes in tapped, so that's no help. And then we get to draw a card. Kind of a bummer. And now he can just sacrifice his Elset of Life's Bounty to protect his Eidolon from a chosen color. And I think the Mutate card should be all colors, shouldn't it? Or is it solely a blue? Let's see. Good game. I think we've lost due to the sacrifice because our Heron should be both colors, right? He does do it from green. Oh, he plays another one, and he's going to do this one with blue because he's also unsure. So there's a question for everybody. Does the mutated creature only have the color of the top creature, or does it hold the colors of all colors within the mutate stack? I don't know. You tell me. This land is less than ideal. Let's leave it at that. Take the mulligan. Similar situation. At least we get it sorted. We can toss a Dreamtail Heron. Keeping 6 to the bottom. Playing our forest into Grazer into our island. So, as long as we continue to draw land, we're going to be okay. I'll also accept a baby Godzilla or a Paradise Druid. Ho! So let's mutate to the Grazer. We're going over top, making it a 2/4 that can attack this turn. So a little bit of damage, and then if we don't pull a land, we can tap our Parcel Beast to draw said land. So not really ideal, but we're making the most out of it. Has this guy got a maxed out cat already? Dirty dog. We get the land. That's nice, right? We're also going to activate our ability. It's okay. We can't cast it, I guess. And we'll Grazer out just so we have another target to mutate on. Trying to spread our value out, right? So it's not all stacked on one creature or when it gets removed. Incubation. So this is the Winota deck, you guys. I hope you're ready for smashing. He plays a Legion Warboss into Prince Charming. He goes for the Scry here, looking for his Winota, looking for that 4th land, right? We know this deck. People are saying it's not broken. I'm going to just play the rest of this match out, and you guys tell me what you think. 3/4 solid green gets us another land, which does not really matter. Let's take an island. They seem to be more rare within the deck. And then playing our Thornwood. Let's try to rain down before we die. He lets the human die because when the human attacks, he gains no Winota draw. Pays life. Here she is. Bingo, bango, bongo. Agent of Treachery. Coming right up, you guys. Only a Aurelios. Wow. How lucky do we get? Oh my lord. Alright. Huron comes out with flying. We get the land ramp, I guess. Doesn't much matter. And by golly, he's not attacking. So let's go ahead and draw another beast. We can smash in for 3. Again, if our opponent didn't draw an agent last turn, you bet your bottom dollar is, or you bet your bottom dollar he will this time. Legion Warboss can't attack, but his Goblin token that he can does. So he gets 1 from the Serpent, 1 from the Reflection, 1 from the Warboss. Let's see how that works out for us. So 6, 12, 18, 24 cards he's looking at. Pulls a Kenrith. It's also attacking. Pulls an Agent of Treachery. It's also attacking. Takes our Dreamtail Heron. It's now tapped, I guess not attacking at least. Prince Charming to bounce his Agent of Treachery. Gonna take our Parcel Beast now, or some lands. So we're thinking that this deck is totally fair, it's totally balanced, and it's totally playable, you guys. Don't worry about it. If you don't have 4 copies to immediately spend Mythic Rares on for Winota, you know what? Just spend a couple $100 and then you can buy that card and play with that deck and everything will be okay. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We've built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.